Hey, welcome back to the cabin. Today I'm up by the woodshed. I was up here yesterday putting together my, building the woodshed. So I've done some of it, and I'll show you what I've done. Let's have a look. Okay, so what I've done is I've just used logs around my property, and I'm just gonna sit them on these granite stones, as you can see. Because I can't really dig down because there's just granite everywhere and I won't be able to get far or anything like that. So what I've done is I've done the back bit of the frame, and what I've done is I've just kind of fastened it to the steel container. I've got these like metal bands, and I just fastened two of them. I've got another band. I'll do the middle supports later, and then I've just nut and bolted the header at the top. That's what I've done pretty well with all of them. I nut and bolted it. I will bosh in some nails once I get it up, and I'll just go along and smash in some nails as well, but just to get the frame up. So what I need to do is do two of the front supports. I've done one yesterday. I've just got that piece of wood supporting it, so I've got to put the two uprights up, and then the header that goes across the top. I've got a 2x6 which I'm going to use for the header on the front, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect a water butt and collect water that comes off the roof of this woodshed. I might as well, because water's a shortage up here. So that's what I'm going to do. So today I've been up past the in front of the solar array and just collecting some more pieces of wood for the side supports, just to support the structure, and I'll nut and bolt those as well, and then, as I said before, I will go along and just hammer in a bunch of nails once the frame's up. And then once I have the frame up, I'll have to go forging for the roof pieces. But the problem is, the other day I was up on my quad bike, and I got a puncture on one of my quad trailer tire. By the time I got it up here, I got the tire off and I realized that there was a massive dent in the rim, so I banged out the rim as much as I could. I'm gonna have to go in to a garage and see. I think what it needs gluing and stuff around the rim, and hopefully they can put it back on. I don't see any punctures or anything. I think it must have been just hitting a rock, because the trails are so bad up here. So I think that's what it is. So once I've done the two uprights and I reinforce the sides and stuff, I'll have to go into town and see if I can get that tire fixed for the quad tray, because I really need that to go forging for the roof pieces. I mean, obviously I got some of these pieces down here. I just went up and just trimmed some of the branches and stuff, but I think I'll have to go a bit further away to get some nice pieces for the roof. It's actually quite cool here today, and also this smoke as well. I've got a bit of a headache today. I think it must be from the smoke, because I was out all day breathing that shit in. So far there's no fires in my area, but obviously it's affecting everyone across Canada now, with the fires in Quebec and Northern Ontario as well. So yeah, so I just have to be aware of my environment and stuff. I do listen to the local radio station. You know, hopefully there ain't going to be any fires or anything like that. But I'm kind of limited up here how I can get out of here. I mean, obviously that's the main entrance. So it's about a kilometer and a half or a mile northwest to my car. So that's one exit point. And then I've got another one down at the back of my land, southwest. There is a lake there, so I suppose I could get out that way, I guess, if there is a fire. But I'm hoping, I'm hoping there won't be anything like that. I don't have to worry about it. But you never know. You gotta be prepared, I guess. I've got my go bag ready anyway, in case something does happen. I can just grab it, and I've got everything in there, bare essentials and stuff. But anyway, I'm not going to think about that. So yeah, so that's the update on the woodshed. It's a work in progress, but I'm getting there. And the bugs have, I think the bugs have sort of like, they're not as bad now. Yesterday when I was working, I had loads of like dragonflies up here, and I love dragonflies because obviously they eat mosquitoes and stuff and flies, and so yeah, there's loads of them up here. There's not many today. We had a bit of rain last night as well. I think there's some forecast of possibly some rain this afternoon. But anyway, so yeah, that's the woodshed part 1. So hopefully next time I get it, do a video, it'll be done and there'll be wood in there. I mean, I've got my pallets, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these pallets down on the ground in the woodshed and then just stack my wood up on top of it, just so it's off the ground. And it works quite well because I had a woodshed in my old house in England. I've had it for years, and that worked fine. It just kept the wood off the ground and nice and dry. So yeah, it'll be fine. Once it's all up and it's all secure, then I'll put the pallets in, and then just stack all this wood back in the woodshed. Yeah, so that's it, folks. So I'll sign off, and next video will probably be the done deal. Okay, cheers for watching. Okay, bye now.